hello, hello. Everybody hear me? Is everything clear? Greetings to everybody. Sunday of your Thanksgiving holiday season. How's everybody going? I see you. Yes, liked in advance. This is my guy right here. Lynette, how's it going, Lynette Hodge? How you doing? I see you. Matt speaks. Hello, Matt. How's it going? And King, otherwise is Conversations with King. How's it going? How's it going? How is your holiday season going, guys? I hope it's going well. Uh, got a question for you guys. Well, first of all, before the questions, if you didn't know already, I am eBlack of eBlack TV. This channel is dedicated towards lifestyle, culture, and technology. I see Aisha's here. I see Renisha's here. How you doing, Nisha? uh, Lifestyle, culture, and technology. We are in our first season, which is dedicated on faith, but this topic is not really in the faith category, but it could be technically. We'll see. If you didn't already know, we have playlists already on my channel in regards to the first theme of the theme of faith. Check that out. We also have other playlists on there. But I had a question for you guys. It's the fourth day of Thanksgiving, right? Are you still eating Thanksgiving leftovers? Who's eating Thanksgiving leftovers right now? Is it too late to eat that? Have you thrown them away? What's going on, Sheree B? What's going on? Are you still eating Thanksgiving leftovers? I don't know. My stomach, I don't know, guys. I got some stuff that I might be having to toss out for Monday. If you're still eating it past Tuesday, I don't know what you guys. It's time to get that up. uh, yep, still eating. Yeah. I'm tired of. Yeah. It's only so much, so many hams and turkeys you can get, and in the refrigerator kind of turn it right. Nope, all gone. Well, I did eat some sweet. Yeah. Now the sweet potato pie is different. I will say sweet potato pie is a little different. Freeze it. Yes. Turkey sandwiches. How many of you guys are making your husband's turkey sandwiches for lunch? I want to know. I want to know. But anyway, that was a good little starter. Today we're going to be having a conversation with a vegan. You know, that green vegan, this young lady right here, very beautiful lady, smart lady. We decided with her busy schedule, we were going to have a conversation. She was going to try to convince me to turn vegan. No. No, we're gonna talk about vegan lifestyle. I've always wanted to talk to a vegan and kind of pick their brain about why they want to do it. And maybe you guys can learn a little bit about why people choose to be vegan. Maybe you might want to modify your diet, because in the black community, a lot of our diet is not healthy. We're eating the wrong food, processed foods, and we have to be mindful of what we put in our body. But it's not just for health. It's not just because you want to be skinny. Sometimes this may affect your mental, may affect your physical, and it may affect your spiritual. Have you ever ate something and just been feeling like crap the whole day? Have you ever ate something and you know that it lifts your spirits? Some of your favorite foods that you eat are not because they're your favorite food because of the taste. It's because they remind you of something. They remind you of a past. So, me and I didn't ask if I could say her name, but I'm just gonna say, can you? I'm gonna say, can I say your name, or do you want to do no names? Okay, Kelly. Me and Kelly, we're gonna have a little conversation. 5 year and vegan. Those are all the reasons my family made the change. Very good. So good. Yep, it all is connected. Very good. So yeah, we are gonna have a conversation with Kelly. Like I said, she is has her own very own channel. If you want to go check it out, the Green Vegan. A lot of interesting stuff in there. There's a lot of stuff in there, like I said, that you know, I think you guys could truly know. So subscribe. I'm going to leave the link in there. I'm procrastinating because I did not pre-copy the link. So if it sounds like I'm just muttering on, it's because I did not put the link in, did not put copy and paste. So I had to go look for it. But yes, go look for her channel. Go check her out. Subscribe to her. Has tons of dope stuff. But you know how we do over here. Leave a virtual hand clap. Bringing on my homegirl. What's going on, Kelly?
Hi.
What's going on, girl?
Everything.
Oh God. Well, like I said, thank you. You've been so busy lately. We finally figured out a time and a space to kind of do this,
I'm
and I
happy.
appreciate you stopping by. You know, like I said, you're here to convince me to throw away that meat, right?
I'll do that. I'll do that.
Okay, maybe you won't, maybe you won't. But I put a poll out there, and it's looking really close right now. It looks like 20% of the people saying that can you be a vegan? That's actually low. 50% say no, and 30% actually says I am already. So that's out of
Oh,
10 vote.
nice.
So there's a lot of vegans up in here. Hope the algorithm catches that. Lynette Hodge
Nice.
says hello. So, oh, ask her about vegan. Oh, okay. We will get into that. I will write that down, and we will definitely get into that. So let's get it started. Let's start because this is a conversation, and even though we've probably talked for countless. Where can Kelly at KP get dated? I didn't get it. Let's answer that right quick. Could you ever date a non-vegan?
Of course. Of
Oh,
course.
okay.
Yes.
So would you make his plate and you make a separate plate, or does he have to make his own food?
I haven't came across that yet. So I don't know. I
Okay,
don't
okay.
know.
So you only date vegan guys, then, basically. Okay. Never mind.
It's like no.
King says hello.
Hi, King.
And Shrebi says, she struggles. It's no dairy that I struggle with. I love cheese. Oh, God. Cheeseburger. Oh. Anyway, before we get into that, this is a conversation. Like I said, we've been talking before, and I would like for people to kind of get to know you. So tell us a little about yourself.
Well, my name is Kelly, and I'm a native, born and raised in Oakland, California, from the
Hey, hey, hey,
Bay.
hey, hey.
I'm a retired educator,
Mm,
and I just recently wrote a children's book with a friend,
mm-hmm.
Krista, and it's called My First Vegan Book. It's on Amazon. Shameless
It
plug.
is. Girl, you
Come
should have
on.
told me that.
Well, you said you did research.
Oh,
I'm on Instagram, so if you go to my bio, it's in my bio link. Yes.
okay, okay.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
we will put that in. I will make sure while I'm on here, I'll do some research for you. Okay.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, so you wrote a book. What else?
Wrote a book, and basically, my platform is not so much about being vegan because I only been vegan for 3 years, but I've
Okay.
been other things longer. But being vegan has really changed my life. And so my platform is really about like wellness, but I try to sneak in vegan. It's like when you make cookies and you put in the good stuff, maybe not use that much sugar or whatever. So. Yeah, but I'm
This
here
is
to
right
educate.
here.
So however I can, I'm here
And,
to
and
educate.
not to bust her out, but she's from Richmond, so
Who's from Richmond?
Renisha.
Oh, hi, Renisha. In the house, in
So not to bust too much out, because I know she gonna hate me for that.
the house. Bay all day, bay all day.
So yeah, because you had a juicing video, and like I said, you didn't. It wasn't really related to vegan technically, but it was a part of, I'm guessing
The
vegan
wellness.
lifestyle. Yeah, yeah, the
Yeah,
wellness part.
wellness. Because I feel like it's all encompassed. So it's not only what you eat, but what you put in your body, what you put on your body, who you put in your body is all important.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Well, you know, King is see King. We not doing that here, my guy. I know what you do. He's real slick. I know what he do. He's like, oh yeah, I'm in Brooklyn, but just let you. That's my guy right there. Look. Once a
Be the
player,
big,
always a
be the
player.
big.
We know was we Simon, what's going on, my guy? Okay, so ex educator, YouTube, soon to be a YouTube star. You know, so let's. So what else? So you said you just got started 3 years ago, right?
Hmm.
How has that been for you? Like, well, before we get into that,
Okay.
what made you become a vegan? Were you something else? Were you like a non, like you didn't drink alcohol, or what kind of got you? What kind of led up to that, or was it just you were eating meat one day and then you just said forget it?
It's funny because a lot of people have really interesting stories, but my story was not that interesting. My cousin, she said, watch this documentary called What the Health. And I watched it. It's free on YouTube. And the next day I became vegan and I've been vegan for 3 years.
Really?
Yeah.
And
Before
that's
that,
it?
like I was having problems. I was lactose intolerant. So I was drinking like the lactose free milk. And I was
Uh-uh.
having problems with my gut, and they were like, oh, try gluten free this, gluten free that. So it was a transition. It was a small transition. um but yeah, I don't know, it was that documentary. I don't know if that was just the, what do you call it, the straw that broke the camel's back, but
Yeah.
that's what set it off. So it was
Well,
easy for me.
look. It's gonna take more than a movie for me. I'm sorry. It's gonna take
But
more.
I mean, I did have medical problems. Like my
Hmm.
labs were crazy. I was like pre-diabetic.
Really?
I was 20 pounds overweight.
Hmm.
I had high blood pressure, like all this. They want to put me on medication. So, I mean, going vegan, it really did. Like my labs are just ridiculous. I'll go and she'll be like, I'll see you next year. I mean, I don't get sick. I don't know.
Oh,
It's a lot of it. I think a lot of it, like you said, a lot of it has to do with your diet
yeah.
and what you consume.
So, see, being that you've watched a movie, you change your diet, you're seeing benefits of it. What other benefits other than just not seeing the doctor? You mentioned health wise, what and not being sick. What else benefits are you seeing right now?
I mean, everything, like my skin, I have lots of energy. I walk like crazy, and I just feel like active. And I think it's just like my lifestyle in general. Like
Hmm.
I go to bed early, but then I wake up like at 4 o'clock in the morning and just have like me time and meditation. And just being very conscious about using like holistic things instead of just, a lot of man-made junk.
So, are you fully like, are you one of those vegans that brag about it, or are you just like an undercover vegan where you just like, hey, you don't find out until you go out with a group of friends and they're like,
Well, all my friends know that I'm vegan, but yeah, I mean, exactly what you said. It's like when I go out, I'm no different. Like at the end of the day, I'm Kelly. So if I'm vegan, I'm vegan. But I usually let people know, because if I'm gonna be going out with you, then I think it's good to know. Like if I was Muslim and I don't eat pork, you wouldn't take me to like uh rib place. Or
Right.
just like that. Like I'll just like mention it slide, but I don't force it down people's throats and be like, you shouldn't eat that. And I mean, I've heard some really disgusting things that people say, to people that's not vegan. And it's like I'm not that kind of person. Like I really focus more on like self-care, like
Hmm.
loving yourself, like mentally being, because that's my background, is in mental health. So
Okay.
um like really taking care of yourself, and the other stuff will just fall in place. But yeah, I don't, but I will like check people, because like the matter of fact, last month someone was like, oh, I made you cookies. And I was like, did you use white sugar? And they were like, yeah. And I'm like, I can't I can't eat
Oh my.
white sugar, because white sugar comes from animal bones. So like I'm vegan. Like I don't
Wait,
wear
wait, wait, wait,
leather.
wait, wait. So you gotta get the like the hard brick sugar that you gotta break with a hat.
No, you just get pure cane sugar.
Oh, okay, pure cane
Yeah, just
sugar.
cane sugar.
Okay,
No white
okay.
sugar.
Watch. Look, I've been down. Look, I've been down these YouTube rabbit holes, and sometimes like these videos, I see the old guy, the people in the farm, and they be making pure sugar, and it come out like brown and crystallited, and I'll be like, that
Oh,
looks
that's
kind
the
of
stuff to
good.
get. Just break the cane.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no,
No.
no. Look. Okay, so you know you're feeling good about yourself.
Yes.
You you know what changes? What was the major changes that you made in your lifestyle? Like, I mean, other than throwing out a whole bunch of good stuff.
Well, I mean, I only eat what I can eat. I mean, I only buy what I can consume within a week. I've always been like that. I don't like overbuy. But I think food, it's not the only thing, but like food is important as far as like what you're consuming, because you have to be very knowledgeable. So for me, I found out like I'm reading more. Like when I go to the
Hmm.
store, like I'm looking at the package, and not everything will say plant-based, and that's how I kind of go when I talk to people. It's like, oh, describe by being plant-based, instead of being vegan, because um, yeah, it's a whole nother story
Yeah, we'll get
about
there.
being vegan. Yeah, but yeah, I think, and then just having a just having an appreciation of like life and nature, and doing more things um that's free, and appreciating like for me, the most valuable thing you can give me is just time.
Yes.
Like I don't care about material things. Your time, like that's priceless. So
You talked about reading the packages and stuff.
mhm.
I would think that you there was a video that you did where you had some spices and it had MSG in it,
Oh yeah.
and I wouldn't even think about it. If I was me being a meat eater, I don't think I try. Don't get me wrong. There's certain things that I won't eat. Like lard. I'm, you know, like
Oh,
a, like a big old box of lard. No, 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 no. I'm not getting all that. And there's certain things that I won't eat. But I'm realizing like after watching a video of yours, you looked at a box just spices, and we're talking like a regular seasoned spices, right? And it had MSG in it. I never thought about that. Like you say, it makes you the lifestyle that you become when you're conscious of what you're eating definitely becomes more enhanced.
mm-hmm. It really does, and you'd be so surprised um what stuff have MSG in it for no reason. I mean, matter of fact, the other day I had bought some Gatorade. And what was the Gatorade? Yeah, it was some Gatorade. And so sometimes I'll buy it for the electrolytes and stuff like that. But I bought some with protein in it. And so I bought this like case and I took it home and I looked and it has milk in it. So I was
Oh
like,
wow.
why is milk in Gatorade? Like it's in there for no reason. So I had to ended up I gave it to my cousin for her kids and stuff. But I was just like, man, and but
So,
that I was slipping. I was slipping. Usually I
yeah.
read but you wouldn't think sometimes in certain things that you have to look for it, but you have to look for it.
So, quick question. Wow,
Mhm.
Aisha really bought it. Speaking of lifestyle, she says that being vegan is too expensive, just like those medical bills, which is very true. Now, have you noticed an uptick in maybe? Are you eating? Because to me, I imagine a vegan eating 7 times a day, trying to scarf down enough food to supplant your natural animalistic needs.
That's a myth. You know how much I paid? I spend no cap. I spent about $56 uh for 2 weeks worth of food. 56
Really,
bucks. And that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
really.
Yes.
Well, I guess you're not buying these expensive eggs and stuff.
No, and but sometimes I
And
do,
milk.
but like I try to limit my processed foods,
Mm-hmm.
and just go like really natural. You can get a big bag of like beans, big bag of rice. You get a big bag of rice at Costco for $11. That'll last me 3 months.
Okay.
Easy. But I feel like too, if you're buying all that fancy vegan stuff, yeah, it's gonna be super expensive. Cause I don't know, it's a market out there to try to rip people off.
Yeah.
Um, but if you're just like I made one time, I made a video and I was like, I'm in the produce section. This is my only place where I shop. Like I don't have to go nowhere else. You can get all your food from the produce, section. And me, I'm frugal. I'm frugal. So I
Okay.
go to Food Co. I don't know if they have Food Co where you at,
No, I
or
wish
like,
they did, but
but like
they
Food Co.
they just
Like
call that the supermarket out here. It's just a big white sign that just says supermarket.
honestly, I don't care about the fancy stuff because it's gonna go inside my body. So as long as it's good, and like I said, I only shop for what I'm gonna eat within that week. So
Hmm.
and then there's this place out here. I think it's called like Nutritia or something. I forgot, but it's like for EBT, like people who shop at EBT. So
Yeah.
it's like hella cheap. You can get a big old I know hella my Oakland coming out.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I'm sitting here listening to like I said, we gonna be here all day. We gonna be here all day because I'm back home, yo. I've been listening to a whole bunch of East Coasters for the last 2 weeks. So I'm like, yeah,
But like it's super
you.
super cheap. Like you get like a bunch of bananas for like $2,
Hmm.
or you can get cucumbers, tomatoes. I mean, for like $1.50. Like it yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I get it. You know.
I just wish I could just buy everybody food and cook everybody food. I wish I could and show. And the people that come and visit me and stay with me, they're like, wow, this is crazy. Like for breakfast, I will buy a big thing of oatmeal and that would be a whole month. And that cost me what, $4?
Oh, okay.
And I just, get a big bag of walnuts from like Safeways for $5. Cut those up, make little bags. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So it makes. I can see how it just changes the way that you think about food. Because
Yeah.
to me, I ain't gonna lie to you. While you was talking, I was thinking about Thanksgiving. And then I'll be watching those little TikTok videos and them little videos, and they'll have like they'll try to make turkey bacon, but like
Oh
or
yeah, with
carrot.
carrots. That,
Yeah,
it's pretty. But you know what? Your taste buds will change. It
yeah,
it really does because when I was younger, I could not stand a Brussels sprouts. Now I cannot eat enough Brussels sprouts.
yeah. Brussels sprouts are actually good. It's
They're
like what,
delicious.
but see,
Delicious.
I'm gonna say this: Brussels sprouts are good chopped up in bacon. So
You're wrong. You're wrong.
You're not.
See, to me, I feel like I just feel like if you can incorporate, because I know some people be like, I'm not ready. And like I said, I only been vegan for 3 years, and I had cousins that tried to introduce being vegan in my life, but I just wasn't ready. Like, eat the
Okay.
cake, anime. I was like, I was not ready. But then, when I was ready, it happened, and it happened organically. What I try to do is tell people, if you are gonna eat meat, try to get organic meat. If you are limit your portions, like for Thanksgiving, I had for turkey, dressing, gravy, mac and cheese. I made homemade cranberry sauce. I made cake. I
Yeah, I
had
seen the
apple
cake.
salad.
You had like a 7 Up cake.
No, it was a sheet cake, but it was so moist, so moist. It just
It looked like a 7 Up cake. I'm sorry.
when I put the icing on it, it kind of sunk. 'Cause it
Yeah,
was
because it ain't got no. Never mind. Never mind.
so. There's a lot of substitutes for eggs in different recipes and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't believe me. Anything that you can eat when you're not vegan, you eat like pizza, barbecue, like everything that there is. I mean, there's something for something, and I've heard people say like, I don't understand why like you don't want to eat meat, but then you eat stuff that tastes like meat.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, sometimes, but not all the time.
Yeah. 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 I get it. Like I get it. I'm sorry. This was the worst weekend to do this. I just realized. It's like I
No,
feel. It's
no.
like I feel dirty. It's like
No, and like
It's
the
like.
thing about it is my family's not vegan, so it's like I accept them, I love them. Like, because like I said, I wasn't vegan and my cousin was, and she would
Hmm.
bring her little bean patties. Oh, what's that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Rice
now I'm the
cakes.
person that's with the bean patties coming to the barbecue. So I get it. I get
Okay.
it.
You really put a good case out there. I won't lie to you. You put a good case out there because, you know, like you said, if you're being conscionable about your spending, if you're conscionable about what you put in your body, a lot of things would change. African Americans are at a high rate of high blood pressure,
Yes.
diabetes. We're also not being conscionable about what we're purchasing. Sometimes we're just buying the brand. People are worried so much about how Aunt Jemima is on the box of of some of some syrup or some
Right.
syrup, but not realizing what the syrup actually has in it. So let me
True.
guess. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, because we're kind of skip we're kind of skipping over the not skipping, but we're kind of tiptoeing around a important thing. What would be the difference between, like, say, a vegan and, because do I have to give up leather? Are you one of those type of vegan where you like, I don't only wear pure cotton that has been, like, from wool that has, or from cotton that has fallen on the floor, or wool that a wool that is like from farm animals that are in the Himalayas, and or like, are we confusing veganism with a lot of things that socially people kind of assume is hippie?
I'm a granola. I'm a granola, but I've
You're
always been a granola, from the
okay.
Bay Area. So, we granolas. But yeah, as far as like I am a vegan, like you have vegan and you have vegetarian, and vegetarian basically doesn't eat any meat, vegans doesn't eat any meat. The thing about vegan is that not only do I only eat food that's plant based, I don't eat, use, or consume or wear anything that comes from an animal. So that
Oh.
means no honey. I don't wear leather. I do have a couple of pairs of like Adidas and K Swiss before I was vegan. And I actually talked to some vegans. They were like, well, if you had it before you were vegans, fine. But going forward, no leather. And they actually make man-made leather. They have vegan leather now, so it's kind of lit. Like the world is starting to like be more open,
Okay.
and I mean before it's like ugh pleather, but now pleather's cool.
Pleather is
Rock some
cool.
pleather. Shoot.
That's not real pleather. That's not real. But I could. It's the lifestyle change would definitely like be a total culture shock for a lot of people. And it's definitely one of those things where you don't realize what is because the one thing that's in the back of my mind a lot of times is this can't be sustainable. We all can't eat chicken sandwiches and just think that there's an
Oh my.
infinite amount of chickens that are just laying around there,
Can
or
I
they're
tell
just
you something? You just brought this up, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but I have
go
to
ahead.
bring this up. So a friend of mine was saying, like you said, a friend of mine was talking about Wingstop, and they were like, okay, you think when you're at Wingstop and you buy wings, that a wing is what? I mean, a chick, because it comes from a chick. A chick is
Hmm.
what? Has two legs, right? So
Yeah.
when you eat a 20 piece, that's 10 chicks you didn't eat. And
Oh,
just think,
they're
you
not
and your
chicks.
buddies go and y'all all get a 20 piece. That might end up being 60 little chickens. Like, I never thought about that. That like blew my mind. I was like, oh my God. So when
You,
you
this is going bad, y'all. This is because you,
you know what, I'm not that
I will
person, but
scarf a
you brought
20
up the
piece
chicken.
down.
I had to say you brought up the chicken.
Okay, so we're eating Chicken Little, right? And
Oh, chicken little.
like I'm sitting here, but also, but that's like the global scale that we have to really think about. I mean, the truth of the matter is that maybe from 100 years from now, we won't even be able to eat meat. Like people in the thing in space, the people in space don't even eat meat. I think, right? They
No,
eat
everything is like freeze dried and yeah. Cause
and
and it's
mostly.
funny because you said when you first started, you were talking about like how stuff goes bad. So, you're eating chicken, I mean not chicken, turkey, and after a couple of days it goes bad, right? Because it's made out of meat. And what do meat start doing? It start rotten, getting rotten,
Mhm.
right? Just think what it's doing in your body.
Yeah, I look. I could tell. Trust me. I've really, really become more comfortable. Not only that, because of my older age, as you can see, I'm getting a little gray, and I've been more comfortable about things. I've also been, like I said, when I do CrossFit, I just eat straight chicken. You know, I don't eat red meat, but this holiday, look, this was probably the worst time of this interview because this holiday I acted a fool, but
But it's I just want to let people know it's never too late. It's
yes.
never too late. Because I mean you was telling me that, you had a birthday not that long ago, right?
So yeah, September.
Yeah, September. I'm an October baby, so I'm a Libra.
Okay.
And being vegan on this, it really like I'm 53. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people, they don't believe how
Wait,
old I
time
am.
out. You're what?
I'm 53 years old.
Okay.
And a lot of
Okay.
people, when they see me and I'm active and I'm litty, I'm hanging around. People, they go like, "What?" Because I don't know, for some reason, I feel like my lifestyle has really changed. Like how I am on the outside is how I feel on the inside, and it comes out.
Look, we're taking a moment of silence because there's a little delay, right? But trust me, there's not a delay. There's we're, we're taking a pause for a second. Like whoa, pause. Wait, what? So
And I'm proud of my age because I mean I see people, I've had like friends that I've changed, like they eat or like, and they go, because I feel like I can show you better than I can tell you. So instead of me running around talking about be vegan, da da da, it's like, no, I want to show in like my videos, and I want to show in my life, and let people know, love yourself, talk about mentally being healthy, and all the other stuff will come together.
Exactly. So that's why I say, the physical part, we all see that, we all understand what's physically gonna change. You're gonna have, of course, better saturated, better fatty acids, and all that stuff. You're obviously gonna be more trimmer. You're obviously gonna have more metabolism, and you're gonna have a better lifestyle in general, physically. Mentally, you know, you mentioned you get up earlier. You have, what else mentally can you say? And then we'll go to spiritual, because I think the whole point of this was us to have a conversation about, of course, you being a vegan, but I wanted to kind of present that out because, like I said, I've always thought about food, but never thought about food.
You know, one thing that I want to kind of get across to like people, like, in general, is that we're made to like fit in these really small spaces.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of us aren't like that. You're like, we're big, but we make ourselves small. I was bullied a lot growing up.
What?
Yeah, I was bullied a lot. And, it because people tried to dim me. I learned that now. Like,
Yeah.
people were trying to dim me because I was so bright and big, and my mom instilled that in me, God rest her soul. But it's like when I wasn't around her and people was telling me like, you're not this, you're not that, or oh, you're conceited, or if I say something, if I gave myself a compliment, like, ooh, I feel good, but you shouldn't feel, you shouldn't say that, just really negative things. But then when I started studying like mental health, I realized that a lot of times people are triggered. And it's like, they talk about haters, and it's not that people are haters. They're actually secretly fans of yours, but they're scared and they don't know how to like reach out and ask for help. They just make stories in their mind, which years ago I went through emotional intelligence, and that really gave me new lenses. And so I just started being verbal. It's like, you know what, don't let people take advantage of you, because
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I went to a all white school. I went to San Lorenzo High School. A lot of
Oh,
people don't
you
even know
went
what
to
San
San
Lorenzo High
Lorenzo.
School. Let me tell you something. If
I
you in
couldn't stand. First
Oakland,
of all, I couldn't stand San Leandro High School.
you went to San Alejandro.
No, I went to Mission out in the city.
Oh, okay. But like, if you in Oakland and you drive to San Leandro,
Yeah,
the next stop you go to Hayward, like between there, that's San Lorenzo. That's how small my town. That's
yeah.
how small it was. But I remember my counselor, when he asked me what did I want to do, I said I wanted to be a photographer, and he was like, you can't be a photographer because you're a black female,
Mm.
and that was like, that kind of tore me down, because I was scared to share that with my family, because here's this person of authority telling me, you can't do this, and it didn't stop there. It was a lot of people on my road, on my journey, told me I can't. So he's like, you should just be like a teacher, a preschool teacher. I think he said a preschool teacher. You should just be a preschool teacher, or do a florist. And I tried the florist, it didn't work. And then I began to teach, but then I felt like, God put me on this journey so I can teach, so I can make thousands of little Kellys, plant the seeds so they could be, out there and stuff. And then when I, retired from education, and then like I never did a MySpace, but when Facebook came along, and then the YouTube stuff and Instagram, it's like, you know what? This is just like the second part of my, educating people, because it's I feel like sometimes I'm like a little teacher, giving gentle reminders about just being the best possible you, and don't let people tear you down, or bully you. I mean, so.
And
Oh, go
that's
ahead.
what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. That's why, that's why we're having this conversation. Because, like I said, I don't just put people on my particular platform for any reason. I try to look at what I can contribute to my audience and what I can contribute to this space and what could be learned. And, like I said, not just beyond veganism or being a vegan, like you have a great story. You have a great personality. You can
Thank you.
definitely convey a message that, like I said, that not only just a vegan, but just being in general a good person.
Being a
What
good person.
because you know being a vegan is one thing, but being conscionable of yourself and conscionable about your society and being conscionable about the next generation is very hard because a lot of times people just get old in their old age and they just figure out, hey, I'm just gonna do everything for myself. But you're still kind of in that mode to where you're, still caring and still trying to put out a positive message.
The positive message is not always a popular message. I
No, it's
mean,
not. Trust me.
you have.
People do not like positive. They want drama. They
They
just want
do.
drama. Look, I'm gonna send some shots. They just want to hear baby mama and baby daddy drama. They just want to see the craziest of the crazies talk smack all day and just they I just don't get it, but I get it, but I don't get it. So go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. And sometimes I try to get sassy, and be telling people how it is.
Uh-huh.
you know. But I mean, overall, it's like I want everybody to be great, and it's like that's not realistic. Yes, it is. Everybody can be great. Everybody can be the best possible you, and so that's why I always say, like on my Instagram, I always give like little gentle reminders or just things that happen to me in my life, that make and help somebody else. Like I said, I'm old. People should listen to me. I'm your elders. I'm your elders. Listen to your elders. But like I said before, and I haven't been like super active because I got really kind of discouraged, because it wasn't. But you know what? It's like I see that I just need to just keep focusing on myself, keep
Mm-hmm.
putting out the message that I want. I'll find my tribe. I will find
Mm-hmm.
my tribe.
you know, Mr. Rucker says everyone should go green and go prenup. So he's just adding he's just adding that little 2 cents in there. Of course, I don't know how we can go vegan. It can be attributed to prenups, but if you eat red meat, you avoid the prenup. I guess I don't know, but
That's funny.
but like I say, the one thing about your channel like that I noticed was that yeah, you're not your traditional vegan channel. You definitely speak to you definitely have sit downs where you're at the park or you're just kind of having a conscious stream and you're flowing and you're just talking about real adult stuff. And that's the one thing that like I try to tell people my channel is kind of I can do clickbait. I can do a lot of things, but I try to tell people I'd rather leave something that's more meat on the bones, and I want people to kind of understand a little bit more about me, and I'm a little bit more in depth than a lot of people think. It's just hard. You remember we were talking backstage? I was like, it's like the 50 Shades of eBlack, right?
I love that.
You know.
I love
So
that.
so it's like we are we all have to show our different sides, and like I said, I want you to continue on being consistent. I want you
I
to definitely
know. I
i
am. I
I want
am.
you to definitely kind of like get more focused and put out more content because trust me, you are definitely a good person.
Mhm.
I'm dropping the link if anybody wants to ask a question about vegan. I'm looking at the polls right now. It looks like can you be vegan? Yes, has been turned to 40%. So yes, you're actually changing minds. No is 48%, and I am already. So you have definitely made this stream definitely a very good popular.
Because what you have to
Vegan.
remember too is like that's why I always try to like focus on yourself and the person, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Like I said, I've been vegan for 3 years, but I've been black and I've been a woman for 53 years. So, but the vegan part, like that's just a part of who I am,
Mm-hmm.
and if you're a good person, it shouldn't matter what you are. You can whatever you want to do, but as far as like the health and wellness, like that really starts with you.
Okay. Well, do you suggest any vegan books? I'm guessing this is what Renisha's asking.
You know, okay, so one good thing that I would say, or like one suggestion, is to go on PETA .com. Like
Mm-hmm.
PETA has so much information. It is
No,
free.
we want your book. We
Oh,
want
my
to, we
book.
want we
Okay.
want to, we don't want we don't want their book. We want our book, okay?
Okay, so I wrote a book with my friend Krista, and it's my first vegan book, and it's a children's book. And
Okay.
so it's kind of nice because it's for baby young readers. And actually, I have a contest out right now. So if you were to purchase a book and have your child read the book or a picture with your child, then you can win like a $25 Amazon gift card. So like it get like then you have enough to buy another book. And buy your
You'll buy two books. Okay.
and another. It's 12.99. And it's a really. I mean, I know I helped write it, but it was the artist was a upcoming Black female artist, and so we used her. So everything is organic, and I really feel like that is kind of like my platform, like organic. Like I usually would just go and just talk. I mean, if you were to go on my Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you just see me in the car and I'll just be talking. And then
Mm.
I'll be like, that's all I have to say. And I'll just click off because like things come organically, but then, and I guess I have to get out my head because I look at like your channel and other people channels and they just so put together and fine and
Ain't nobody put
edited.
together over here.
Yes,
Have
and
you
I look
seen
at
me the last few weeks? Have you seen me the last few weeks?
I have to get out my head and say, you know what, just hey, this is what my channel is, and I just need to put stuff out because, like I said, I have so much to share with people, and for so long, it's like I just felt like people just like put me down and like ain't nobody want to hear about that. And then I found out like people really want to hear because like growing up, I was an only child. We talked about it. Like I was an only child, and so I was sheltered growing up. And my family, they never they sheltered me, so they didn't really tell me about stuff. And so when I share stuff with people, it's like I'm sharing stuff with you, so you don't have to, you know, learn the same lesson. So I mean, so you don't have to go through all the stuff that like I went through. Like I don't believe in that. Oh, they need to bump their heads. No, you don't need to bump your heads. Like
Yeah,
if you have the knowledge, you need to share your knowledge.
yeah, and I've we talked about that. You know, definitely as only children, we get put in this little space to where the world is coming to us, and we kind of have a little bit of a cheat code to where we have two people concentrating on us, and usually this is their first chance of doing that. So you know, I totally get it. You have to go through things. So what was some things that you would say that you know as being an only child that you've had to grow out of? Or have you grown out of that? I can.
Well, okay, so this is one thing is okay, so I'm gonna kind of compare it. So I had seen a video not that long ago, and it was a Ti and Tiny's a daughter. I,
Yes.
I forgot her name.
I
Uh,
don't know
I
either,
with a
but
Z or something, but
oh yeah,
I
Zoe.
mess her name up. But the oldest one,
Yes.
and she's a singer, or whatever. And so she was in her house foreclosed on in this
Mm-hmm.
video, and she was like, and she was like on live, and she was like, I suck as an adult. Like I thought they was taking the payments out and that kind of stuff. And I was like, you know what? That's kind of like what my theme is, like trying to help people be like an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Because like for me, like growing up, everything was provided for me, like a roof over my head, the bills, food, clothes. So I never tripped on stuff like that. So when I got older, and I never got an allowance. So like if I wanted to go to the movies, I'm like, can I go to the movies? And they're like, here's $5, go to the movies. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm old. Let's go to the movies. $5 will take you a long way at the movies. But they would actually just provide everything for me. And so when I became an adult, it was really difficult to know about like saving money and like wanting for stuff. Like I'm like, you just don't get stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's just when I got my driver's license, like I got a brand new car. Like I'm not flexing, but that was just how it is,
What was your
But
first car?
it was
What was
a
your?
Nova, a Chevy Nova. The new
Oh.
ones, yeah.
Ooh.
So the thing about that is like, but up until I didn't get my license till I was 18 because I was
So
catching a
still.
bus with my friends. Like I didn't care about material even to this day. Like I don't care about materialistic things, It's just like I just as long as I'm comfortable, I'm good. But a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people don't think like that, and it's like, okay. I mean, I like that still kind of like not messes with me, but in my mind, I'm like, oh, so when you're adult, you're supposed to have, uh, like own a house or a car and do this and that. And yeah, to me, I don't, I feel like why get caught up in that? Like trying
Yeah.
to keep up with the Joneses. And that's the reason why there's so much like drama and issues out here because people are looking at other people. And I just kind of stay in my lane, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, my car is old. I mean, but it runs and is paid for and insurance is super cheap. Like, I don't
Look.
get why, oh,
Look. No. 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 People want you to have a BMW Benz. They just want you to just be just spending all your money just to appease the Joneses.
yeah, and
That's just the.
I don't get that.
I
I
don't
don't,
get it
I
either.
don't,
It's like
like,
it's like it's one of those things. Like I said, especially in the YouTube spaces where you have a lot of people, which I call unethical leaders. They want to have their followers follow a narrative that doesn't really speak to the overall greater good for their followers. They want you to have they want to say, "Do you want a Mercedes Benz?" And then they talk about how black people are not making enough money, and then they want to talk about drug culture, but then at the same time have a full time job, telling you if you have a family, you need to sell drugs. It's like the balance is off, and I don't think that people are really paying attention, and there's a lot of toxicity in this airwaves that I believe that we need to clean up, and we need more mature adults like us. I'm not as mature, but mature. We need more mature adults to like speak to these, like speak commonsensical things and stop fronting for the internet just to
right.
appease a lot of stuff. And that's why when I was like I said, I look at your channel, you were doing stuff at the park. I was just like, oh, she don't care. What more? Hey, what more? Please tell me. I want to know. Oh, Harrison said, "What's up?" Harrison Family Vlog.
Harrison.
Isis says, "Preach." Simon, see Simon. If she wants to answer that, I'm not gonna
If I'm
push her.
married,
Yes, but you don't have to answer that. We'll skip past that.
sing the Cardinals. No, I'm not married.
Okay.
I'm not married.
Well, that's
You
fine.
see my ring? It's no thing. Yeah, this one.
So, you know, like I said, we're trying to, like I said, over here at eBlack TV, we're trying to put together definitely a better positive message. You know, we don't have to use alpha, beta, simp, submissive. We don't have to say the key phrases of the day, the key phrases of today. We could work with our sisters and our brothers. We can put out together a message, and that's why, like I said, I invited you, and instantly it was easy as pie. So it was like, what I want us to do kind of is like put together better imagery for the internet. Like we are already behind the eight ball with just life in general. Don't go on the internet and then make more drama, make more death, destruction, disease. Like that's try at least in
But
this
you know,
space.
you have to stay like in your lane. Like there's so many different communities, and those three little dots, when you start getting imagery you don't like, just like do not recommend this. And like even on like Instagram, people will sometimes follow me, but then I go look at their channel because, I want to connect with real people. And I go to their channel and they have zero posts and they're following 7,000 people, and, 100 people are following back. Or, you have certain, like it was this one guy, he has some really nasty stuff. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I mean, I didn't block them, I kept them, but they fall off. So it's like, I really want good, like good people,
Yeah.
like you're good people, Harrison, real, there's so many different people that I met through your guys' community, that are just, I mean, look, I got Candy V's tea.
Oh man. I still I think I'm out, but I've tried her tea. It is
I've
really good.
purchased, God is her crystals,
Yeah.
it's like, I feel like when you find people, like good people, you need to really support. And it's like, yeah, we don't have, hundreds of thousands of people, but the people we do have are real people. Like when I look at my feed, it makes me smile. Like, oh my God, like, what are you guys talking about? Oh, this is going on or that's going on. Somebody's, saying something positive
Be
or
careful of my algorithm. My algorithm is jacked up right now. My my stuff is jacked up.
why?
Hey, they tell
Why?
me I live in the YouTube ghetto. Like I am like
Ghettos.
I am my look, I'm working to fix it. Look.
But you
My
know what? Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so I know what you're saying, but like I was saying, I'm not perfect. Not perfect at all. But what I will, like I have some drama stuff on there, and I got some questionable things. But I love to
Oh yeah,
laugh.
you got some clickbait.
You
That's,
make me laugh. Oh my God. Oh. I love to be happy. Like even in my personal life, I don't have cable. I don't have cable in my yeah, I don't have cable. So,
mm-hmm.
I look at YouTube, I listen to Pandora, you know, because I don't get caught up in all that stuff. Because you can, like, I mean, I have Netflix and stuff, but oh my God, you
I've
start
been
looking
t-
at Netflix
I be
10
telling
hours
people
later.
I be telling people to cleanse their YouTube feed. I actually a few years ago, I had to clean my Instagram feed up because when you have
Yeah.
an Instagram feed that you can't have out in public, then you know it's a problem. Like my Instagram feed was trash, and I trash. I'll be real with you. My Instagram feed was trash, and I had to get rid of a whole lot of people. My YouTube feed is the same way. I have to get rid of these people because they start internal. You start internalizing these things. You start really internalizing the pain, and then you may not agree with everything, but then if it's just enough, they'll keep you there to where you might be questioning, and then you might be saying, well, I agree with this. A lot of people I love with like the Kevin Samuels thing. They say I agree with 80% of what he says. It's like, okay, well, is that enough for you not to really make a solid choice on whether you want to continue following it? Do you have to be sometimes like we reward a lot of bad content creators. We
That's
really do.
But
We
like you said,
reward.
people they love drama. They love drama. So yeah. But I feel like a lot of it is about self-love. If you don't love yourself, you become a doormat for all kind of people and you start believing what people say.
Yeah. Now Simon says he wants to fly out, but I will warn you, this is a 14-hour flight. So he's a good guy, man. He just played. I hope so. We're not gonna be doing that. Look, y'all. I see how my audience is now. Y'all real good. Okay.
Buy my
Uh
children's
huh.
book. It's in the back page. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
My phone number's inside the children's book. Wait, wait,
Yeah,
wait.
yeah. It's inside. It's yeah. If you want to get in contact, you're gonna have to look in the back of her children's book.
The bottom book. Just kidding, just kidding.
Yeah, they got me playing matchmaker. This is y'all don't know how to act. Y'all just ruining my algorithm. I'm telling you right now. But did we miss anything? Did we anything you want to talk about?
I think we hit everything. This was so much fun. Like I really enjoyed like coming on. I'm glad I changed some people's mind. Like, just be the best possible version of yourself. That's the message that I want to just tell everybody. It's not even about being vegan. It's just about being the best you can and love yourself.
I totally agree. I totally agree. So one of those things, like I said, hold on. You trying to? you, no. My algorithm just got crazy, Harrison. It just I don't know what happened. I thought that we were gonna. I thought we were just gonna talk about vegan. All of a sudden, we got people wanting to fly out. It's like, but no, she's trust me, she's well worth it. Obviously, she's smart. Obviously, she has a good soul. She's taking care of herself. She's
I
being
have an
able to.
IQ of 133.
Wait, what?
Yes, very proud of that.
Oh, we've already inspired somebody.
Not and that is so awesome because I feel like if you just maybe do it once a week, I mean that's good because you need to give your body a break.
Yeah,
Like my
we forgot about detox. That's what I meant to talk to you about. Is
Oh,
it?
okay,
Can
okay.
I be like okay? Can I be a vegan on Tuesdays and Thursdays?
You can. You could be a vegan in the morning.
Oh, that's
You
cool.
could just be like one time, during the day. I mean, because I literally have friends that eat meat morning, noon, and night, and I go, so they'll come out with me, and I usually will like treat them, and show them like, let's go get a nice salad, or and they were like, this is really good. I'm like, see, just incorporate more veggies in your diet.
And
Start with
intrigued by Neek
that.
says hello.
Hi. Oh, I love you guys.
I know she don't really hang out in these YouTube ghettos. Like she
In
tries to
this
stay
YouTube
away.
break.
Yeah, I'm in the. I am definitely in the crew is saying hello.
Hi. Hey. She short. See, I have my tea. I have my tea.
Yes. I don't know if my code is still available. I don't know. I think I had a discount code, but I don't think V. I think V is tired of me already. And she said you black your discount code is done. So
And that's another thing too. Like I feel like we should really all support each other. So whenever possible, I will. You know, when I can, like I do entrepreneurs. Actually, like on my YouTube channel. I mean, not YouTube channel, but on my Instagram, I'm a little bit more on my Instagram. But I went to an art fair yesterday, and it was this little girl, and she was selling like lip gloss and all kind of little stuff, and she was like what, like 10 years old, and I'm thinking like, wow, like that's the kind of thing that I love to see, like at a young age, like Yeah, just have your own business. And this is actually our business, trying to build our brands and our channels. Like it can be
It
as
could be
big or
very,
little as you want,
it could
right?
be almost therapeutic in a way
It's
because
very therapeutic.
because like I'll be honest with you, when I was doing um the reason why I got onto YouTube was because of the coronavirus, right? All the gyms were closed, everything was closed, and I just had this like I needed something because I'm a hyper competitive person. I didn't feel safe going out into open basketball courts. The basketball, the public gym was closed, and the gym that I went to had a private gym, and that was closed. So I literally had no space to kind of do something that I've always done in my personal life. So YouTube became almost my therapy. It feeds my competitive nature, you know. So
It gives you an outlet to be creative.
yes, yes, I
To be
agree. Cause
creative.
like I need to, I need everybody to see this. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I have like different businesses, but one of my businesses, I'm a massage therapist. And believe me,
Hold
I
on, see, so
love
I'm out. Don't see.
touching
You
people.
about to
And I
tell
just,
you, you about to
like,
tear my
I'm a
whole.
hugger. Oops, sorry. I'm a hugger. Like, I love touching people. And it's like, with all this stuff with COVID, I can't. Oh, it drives me crazy. So this is like an outlet for me to maybe not physically touch you, but touch your heart.
My algorithm is told.
I'm corny. I'm corny. I'm corny.
So, yeah, she's going. If anybody needs massage lessons, please hit her. Hit her up. She is definitely going to be there. I'm sorry. I'm looking for my because it is a there we go. So if you put in eBlack 20, because I deleted that, I didn't know if she was still messing with it. So eBlack, go to
You
Candle
gotta put it in
VT.
there, be like, does not work.
Yeah, I,
Be like, I will not apply. Matter of fact, it'll charge you double.
yeah. The E-Black discount, yo, the E-Black discount is not a real discount. It's a tax.
It's 120% more.
Yeah, but she has. I will say, Kennedy is a really good tea. You know, she will ship it directly from her
Oh my
home,
God.
from
Let me
from her
tell you, that
home city
mango is
of.
ridiculous.
I think she ships it out of like Katy, Texas, like somewhere outside of Houston, not like little Houston, but you know it's somewhere. So all right, so I think we've covered everything. We've covered
Yes.
detoxing.
Yes.
We've covered food. I'm hoping everybody, at least for once, considers it. At least if you're not going to do it part time, like Kelly says.
Yeah. Just
And
try it. Just try it. Just try it. Be naked. Yeah, just be naked one day and eat some bananas. You're vegan. That's the root. That's that's really root.
I can tell you have a time. You like me. You have a time limit. After a while,
Yeah,
it's
when it
done.
gets dark, I get a little loopy. So,
Yeah. But anyway, if I definitely want you guys, I definitely want you guys to check out her channel. She has a very good channel. Check it out. Also, if you're new here and if you haven't already, leave a like, subscribe. Kelly, stay in the back. I'm gonna talk to you about some stuff. And I hope everybody enjoys their
trouble.
Sunday. Take care, y'all.
Bye.